understand what's going on.
Now, in looking at infiltrating the system and understanding what the market is really all about, sometimes, you get this impression that probably a company has become too saturated with, focusing on a particular product, and maybe it's time to give birth to a sister company that will now begin to focus on a particular product for a particular demography. Can a situation like that actually come up?
Absolutely. It's innovation. Absolutely. You don't have to stay you don't have to stay on a particular place until you die with it. If I inherited a diskette company from my dad, to be stupid of me to sit down on it. Because the problem, even if I get anybody that buys the diskette, there is no machine to open it. I mean, I burnt my diskette 2 years ago, and I felt so bad because I had valuable information, but there are no systems to open it. It's wisdom for you to say, hey, market has moved. CD is going out of, it's going out of business now. People are still investing heavily on CD. CD has moved. MP3 files are the in thing. So question is, how do we begin to package MP3 in a format and way that people can get it and not have to, with CD you can see an object. With MP3 most times it's not there. You need to find something to put it. MP3 needs to stay in something. So organizations need to start thinking to, how do we present these MP3 ideas? And one of the ways, like you said, is give birth to a sister company. Let them take care of that. Why we? Because sometimes when you have grown so much, you are a buffalo. It's difficult for you to make some changes. Stay where you are. You are still meeting some market needs. But give birth to this, and then they will run faster. They are the cheetah. You need to give birth to cheetah companies. They move fast. Right? It's a speed demon system. You need to give birth to organizations that move at that pace. And if that organization, if your company has to survive, those ones has to come out, and they have to come out very quickly.
So now, going forward, especially since we have a lot of businesses, in Nigeria, at least for small and medium enterprises, we have over 17 million and counting, and we also have medium to large scale businesses as well. How can they, let's just summarize it, everything you've said, in the last couple of minutes. How can they begin to create value for themselves and create value for their customers as well?
Okay, one of the ways, there are different ways. One of the ways is build a culture around anything you want to achieve, right? The first hurdle they are going to encounter is that they are not designed to serve the markets that currently exist. The new market that is currently evolving. A lot of organizations are not designed to serve the new markets. So organizations need to invest on culture transformation. That's where it has to start. We have a culture. We have a culture of, how much is it? It's 50 naira. Take it. Give me 50 naira. Next. That's the culture we have. That culture doesn't retain customers in this present age. So for you to implement this customer retention, value creation, creating fantastic experience.
And being competitive now. Being competitive in business.
Yeah, staying competitive in business. You need to first change the fabric of your organization, and that thing is found in your culture. So invest in culture change, because it has to be written in the mind and the heart of everyone within all your stakeholders, that this is who we are. People must see. It's not a statement you make. It's not on your billboard. It's not something you paste on your wall. It's something people see, they feel, they know it. They can't see it written anywhere. The banks that said we are prestige, we are meant for the top-notch class, we've never seen it written anywhere. But they send it. It's a signal. It's a signal. So what did they do? They created a culture of exclusivity. So when you get to their doorpost, everything says, if you are not an exclusive class, don't enter. It's a cultural thing. So organizations need to invest in culture transformation, because if your people do not reflect your purpose, frustration is the natural phenomenon.
Okay, so what other things should we? So
invest in that. Like I said, invest in intelligence. Invest heavily in intelligence. Get people into the market. People need to get into the market, mix up with people. The market expresses their needs in a very casual and informal state. You hear a lot of needs where people are relaxed, where they are having a drink, where they are eating, where they are lounging. they express those needs. They express in a discussion. But if you call them to a round table like that and say, okay, tell us your need, they will be blank. So you need organizations need to invest in bodies that will go into there, infiltrate the system, be part of them, and then just listen, take notes, and then be able to interview them informally. Get this intelligence, and then use the information, the data you generate, and design something for the market. That's how the few organizations are staying competitive, even in this volatile market system.
Well, thank you so much, Peter, for sharing your thoughts with us this morning on the program.
It's
been an interesting conversation. Well, I've been speaking with an entrepreneur and a creative director with iPoint Limited. He's also the initiator of the Startup Forum and Youth in Leadership Enterprise and National Development, Peter Ogbonna. And we've been looking at value creation and customer experience for businesses and how they can remain competitive. Well, that's the program for today. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'm Harriet Agbengi.